Hello all, I am so excited to see you here at the channel. My name is Patrice. I'm a vocal coach who has been doing this for over 15 years now, and I love paying forward all the information that I have. Today I want to talk to you about something I frequently talk about with my artist, and that is the idea of how we can look at singing, essentially as a machine. So let me break this down. How is singing like a machine? Well, bear with me. So when we think about vocalists, right, and what we want to achieve, ultimately, we want to be able to expand our range. We want to be able to transition smoothly from our lower range to our higher range. We want to be able to create different textures. We want to be able to stay on pitch, and pitch is the notes we're singing, right? So we want to be able to do all of those wonderful things. And really how we do that is by finding our natural voice and ultimately our placement. Placement is where sound is going. Be sure, as a side note here, to go check out other videos where I dive deeper into this. And I also have a free module below where I will dive deeper into the fundamentals of what you really need to be a great vocalist. So you can click below, but onward we go. So that being said, placement is where sound is going to, and ultimately we want that sound nice and forward. That way it's not sitting in our throat and sounds like this, right? It doesn't feel comfortable, it doesn't transition smoothly. So frequently, artists will say, okay, great, yeah, I know the sound needs to go here, but how do you actually get it there? And that's where I liken it to a machine, because it's not just one thing. We know, and if you've watched any videos on singing, that diaphragmatic breathing, which essentially is belly breathing, is huge piece of becoming an amazing vocalist that we have to implement in order to be great singers, and that will help us in getting that nice forward sound. So diaphragmatic breathing is one thing, but there are also other pieces that we need to have it. We need to consider our tongue and what's happening with it. We need to understand our larynx and what's happening to it. We need to understand energy, right? So all of this stuff can be like, oh my God, it's quite overwhelming. It will all get there as you break it down and understand it, and then apply it over and over. It will happen. So I don't want to overwhelm you there, but I want for you to kind of look at the bigger picture here, where if we can start to understand this, it can help us to start to tackle our problem of becoming amazing singers. And that is back to my machine, right? So we understand that we want nice, good placement. We understand that there's multiple pieces that go into becoming great singers. And so when we think about a product being made in a machine that would help make that, there are going to be multiple parts and multiple phases that has to go through to get the end product. And so if someone went to go work at that factory and they started to look at the machine and they knew the product, but they didn't actually know the different pieces that helped create that product, they wouldn't be well off, because say something happens with that machine, they're not going to know how to fix it in order to get that product to where they need it to. So first and foremost, they need to look and observe, okay, what is the machine? What is it that makes this product? And then from there, what are the different parts that complete this project? And then, so I understand, okay, yes, crayon's being made, and first the wax is melted, and then it goes up into a funnel, and then it comes down into these molds, and then it goes into a coolant, and then it goes into a thing that wraps it, and then it shoots it out into another pile, and then that pile goes into, a separator for all the different things and into the box, right? So there's a lot of different steps that happen to make that final product that will ultimately go out to the shelves. So going back, they first have to understand that, then they have to understand how each of the different parts works, or each of the different things within that machine work. So when something goes out, they can fix it. And that's why I say with singing, it's very much the same thing, because to the degree that we don't understand our instrument, we don't understand the machine, we just kind of look at it like, okay, yeah, great. And then we don't understand the different parts of that, and then we don't know how to fix it, we're only ever going to be getting half products. So I am such a stickler, and it's a big pet peeve of mine, that, you know, you'll see lots of things out there and people be like, yes, just sing these scales and you'll be a great vocalist. And I'm like, no! And it's because singing scales without actually understanding what you need to do to properly place your voice is going to be like running on a bad knee, right? You're going to be prone to injury rather than actually helping you. So do yourself a huge, huge favor, be it with me, be it with someone else, is if you are really interested in singing, and I guarantee this is probably what brought you here, do yourself a huge favor and go learn the basics. Go learn the fundamentals. Go learn how to properly breathe. And I do have a video. Go check out my video if you're looking to, where I really break it down and show you the elements of what needs to go into breathing, why you're breathing that way, and then some exercises that you can use. So you can check that out there. You can also find other great people that you can work with there to make it happen. But do yourself a favor and go learn the basics, the fundamentals, apply them over and over, and you're gonna find you can become an amazing vocalist. So, thank you so much for sitting through this. I love you all. I genuinely love to help people and spread, you know, all my knowledge out there. So if you like this, be sure to comment, like, share, comment what you're having problems with. I say this over and over. I'm here to help you. I'm here to service you. So I love to be able to answer any questions you have. I look forward to seeing you all at the top, hitting those high notes and not straining. All right, bye now.